light, cause you can never kill my vibe. But here with no sacrifices, everything was taken, you had to make it. Vibe killer, me I no go take shit. Vibe killer. If you get sour, come on, go and sit down. I go just para, come on, my jigger. I go just stay, follow my lead. I'm feeling vibes all night. I'm fucking dynamite. I blow your condo lights. You know I'm just that type. No, nothing kill my vibe. Nothing kill my vibe. You nothing kill, you nothing kill, you nothing kill my vibe. I'm feeling vibes on vibes. I'm a freaking dynamite. I blow your condo lights. You know I'm just that type. No, them nothing kill my vibe. Them nothing kill my vibe. Nothing kill, them nothing kill, them nothing kill my eyes busted. Follow the stars. Yeah, you shall find her. It's a bad vibe. If you hit your enemies shine. If you're not a friend of me, enter the light. Cause you can never kill my vibe. But here with no sacrifices, everything was taken, you had to make it. Vibe killer, me I no go take shit. Vibe killer. If you get sour, come on, go and sit down. I go just para, come on, my jigger. I go just stay, follow my lead. I'm feeling vibes all night. I'm fucking dynamite. I blow your condo lights. You know I'm just that type. No, nothing kill my vibe. Nothing kill my vibe. You nothing kill, you nothing kill, you nothing kill my vibe.
Going Strong Podcast. Reese Will. How everybody doing today? Wanted to jump on. And, I was watching the show today and thought I'd do a reaction to it, and the lady's name is Nika C. Oyalafor. I hope I didn't butcher her name, but thought it was very interesting what she was talking about. The title was "Life Beyond 40: Experience of Black Women Revealed." So I was listening to her, and I said, "Man, that'd be something to do a quick reaction to." I normally don't come on this channel. This is my personal channel, but I'm starting to pick up speed with this channel, and I'm gonna start vlogging every day with this channel. So appreciate it if you want to like and subscribe and ride with me. Appreciate y'all, and let's jump right into it. Let's see what's going on with this. Jump right into it.
I, for one, am a 38-year-old woman. Yes, I am 38 years old. I just turned 38 a few days ago. I have no shame in that. I love myself. I love my body. I love everything. I love my mindset. Listen, I'm grateful to be here another year. But I'm 38 years old. I don't have a husband. I'm not married. No, I'm not. Have I been engaged? Yes. Have I had boyfriends? Oh, for sure. But I'm not married, okay? I am not married. I've never been married, okay? I don't have any kids. Yes, I don't have kids, okay? Once upon a time in my 20s and early 30s, when I would tell people I don't have any kids, it was, they would glorify it like, oh, girl, don't ever have kids. But now the closer you get to 40, people are like, what's wrong with you, girl? What you waiting on? I'm tired of seeing these posts about, oh, you're 36 years old and you don't have a man yet. You're undesirable. I don't want you. The other man didn't want you. I don't want you either. I'm single by choice. By choice. Because let's just be honest, right? If you are in the dating field and you're a woman right now, single in the dating field, there is a gender war that is literally going on right now. And you could very well be a sane individual, but because you have met a man who's broken and has been scarred by multiple women that he wasn't supposed to be with, he's going to come in and not know how to treat you or handle who you are. He sees that you're healed and it's going to trigger his demons. So he's going to automatically feel like, this is too good to be true, and he's going to end up self-sabotaging or just overall sabotaging the relationship. That's just kind of what's happening out here.
So what is market value? What does that mean as it relates to women? As men age, they seem to increase in value, one, because they tend to make more money as they get older and they become silver foxes. And so of course, being a man and aging is going to be different than a woman. And you guys have heard me talk on this channel about the invisible woman or the invisible Black woman. Women become more invisible in society. Why is that? Because as a woman, most people are looking not at your money, not at your career necessarily, but the value you bring, being that beauty, fertility, youth, all the things that many of us don't even think about, that we just kind of have, that some of us don't even really work for. Many of us don't necessarily work for our fertility, or, maybe we'll work for our beauty to some extent, as far as eating healthy, being in the gym, but beauty is something that in a lot of cases is given. So the goal then is to just kind of maintain that beauty and maybe glow up and enhance it and improve it. But it's something that you just have, versus with men, oftentimes their value is very much connected to their actions.
That was very interesting what she said. Women are kind of born with their value. And it took me a long time to kind of understand that. I know it was these last couple of years, you see all these relationship shows and like, the famous Kevin Samuels back in a couple years ago. And he was talking about the value, high value men, and men being of value once you get to a certain age and a certain status. And as far as women is concerned, women, their value comes when basically it's kind of given to them with their beauty or whatever you want to call it. But that's very interesting. Like, women come in, kind of grow with it, and then they, lack of a better word to say, they say they kind of mellow out and kind of declines as they get older. And men, supposedly, as they get older, gain, in a status. And I've noticed that with my age. When I was younger, you just doing life, 20 something, 20 years old, 25, and you trying to find your way and trying to figure out what you want to do. And you will see women, ahead of men, really ahead. They're dating guys 5, 10 years older than them. Usually, the guys are, same age. It's kind of like just trying to, make it because they don't have anything to stand on. They're trying to find their way. And then as you get older, I see it happen with me and all my friends, most of my friends and most men that I know. Once you get, 25, you start getting 30, you start hitting a little stride. 35, you start hitting your stride. 40, and you about mid-40s, you like, hey, I'm almost ready to shut it down because I didn't, 50 years old, I didn't conquer life. Like, and that's where I'm at right now. I'm retired and I done did all the things that I needed to do. I'm very comfortable. So it's just, I'm a father of 4 and I don't have a worry in the world. I'm retired and I just need to, as far as health. So I look at this and it's almost like it happens exactly like unless you just blow your whole life away. And men do that. Just mess around and don't get to work. And that's why I teach my sons, you got to make sure you take care of business early so you can, have a better life later. And that's the plan. So I thought that was very interesting with her saying that. Let's continue.
What they contribute to the world. And therefore, the harder they work, the more money they make, the more their value increases. And with women, because our value, and this is again, not intrinsic value, but our value in society is very much tied to how we look, how we appear, how feminine we are. Oftentimes that is why as time progresses and we look older, even when we try to look younger, when it's obvious that we're older, that is why we don't get the same reverence that men get. And this is not necessarily fair, but life is not fair. This is just what it is, right? And again, and it doesn't mean that, you're getting older, now you got to start shrinking and getting more, assuming you're ugly and, no, it's not that, but it's just the awareness to know that a woman who's 25 is going to have a different place in the world than a woman who's 45. And I am saying this, and I'm very proud of being in my 40s. I'm 42. I have never shied away from that on this channel. I openly tell people my age. I just told somebody my age today. But I recognize that this is something that is not the case for a lot of women. And real quick story time. I remember when I was in my 20s, I'm going to go with early to mid 20s. I had a birthday party. Well, it was a small private birthday party for a friend of mine who was much older than me. I mean, she was turning 41 and I had a cake. I don't think I made the cake, but I got a cake for her and I put 41 on the cake. And when I tell you that day, our friendship ended. Like it continued, but it really ended in her heart because she was so angry at me for putting 41. Now in my mind, mind you, I'm in my 20s, so I'm oblivious to how women really feel about their age. And I didn't grow up with women who were ashamed of their age. So I assumed that she would be proud because she looked really good, right? She was fit. She looked amazing. So I just would be like, wow, you look amazing for your age. Why wouldn't you want people to know? She did not want anybody to know. And this was a private, small party, like for like 8 people. It wasn't like this big, but on that day, I learned about market value. I didn't realize I was learning about market value, but that was a quick, short lesson in market value and what that means to women personally and what it means at large, right? And so it's interesting as time passes to hear the stories of Halle Berry, to hear the stories of someone like Tyra Banks, who was recently on the runway after, I think I forgot, like 20 years or something like that. She hadn't been on the runway, and she got dragged by some people because they talked about how now she is more full-figured. I mean, she's still not big, but in the world of modeling, she would be considered plus size. And so the sort of the big joke is like, oh, well, she kind of made fun of or kind of came down hard on plus size women, and now look at her, right? But a lot of that is she's older, right? I mean, she's not going to look like she did when she was in her 20s. It is something that has permeated our society and our reality. And it's something that's so...
Yeah, I wanted to stop that right there. Yeah. If you guys want to see the rest of the video that she has, her name is Nika C. Oyokafor. I'm hoping I'm not butchering her name, but the title of her video is The Uncomfortable Truth About Black Women Over 40. So you can go type that in and it'll pop up and you can listen to the rest of the video. And I wanted to give her credit on it. But yeah, I see what she's saying. I have a lot of women around me, my sisters, mother, aunts, and that permeates around. I don't know about the white community, but I know in the black community, women, they get sensitive about the age. And I know my sister, battles it, not battles, but, you say something about age or she get defensive. A lot of women get defensive about, Kevin Samuel saying that women of certain age can't get this or can't get that. But I look at it, I'm like, you get what there's men that love older women too. That's just what it is. I mean, just because you are older, don't go like, oh, what was me? And I got to go sit in the corner and I can't, no man is going to want me. You still got your value. And just because you older, older women are just as good. Maybe the younger girls do have the, vibrant and, the youthness and fertility or whatever you want to call it. But women, as older women, do have their fair share of their value in the sexual marketplace. So never let that take you to another level as far as like, just basically knocking yourself. So keep your head up, and I really appreciate you rocking with me. Whoever finds this video, like I said, I'm just starting out, so I know this channel is not that big. So I have another channel. So if you want to ride with me on my other channel, it's a sports channel called Going Strong Podcast. I normally do sports, but this is my personal channel, and I'm starting to do more vlogging on this, and I'll be pretty much doing something every night. So y'all can rock with me. Appreciate it. And like and subscribe, and we'll see you on the next video.